Greetings everyone! Welcome to the Sonic Issue 270 review. It's time for more tournament goodness, so what are we waiting for? Breezy's tournament was well underway as the participants advanced to the next round, including Sonic, Amy, Honey, Bean, Knack, and Knuckles. Though if things don't turn out well for the hooligans, they and Dr. Eggman are prepared to go to Plan B. We start with another flashback, this time prior to the events of Sonic Heroes. Eggman is presenting Casino Park to Breezy as a gift. However, Breezy knows he's not really Eggman. Eggman tries to deny it, but Breezy still doesn't buy it. And so he shapeshifts into Neo Metal Sonic. Breezy found out because the real Eggman wouldn't be so generous. Neo Metal Sonic threatens Breezy not to tell Sonic or anyone else. But Breezy doesn't care as she's getting a new capital for her casino empire. She also points out that Neo Metal Sonic is becoming his own person. Something that... Wait, is she falling for him? If she's a robot I don't mind, but if she's flesh and blood... Oh yeah, present day tournament. Well then, the next round is between the two remaining hooligans. Sucks to be them. And I see Beans back to crazy bombing mode. The audience is definitely enjoying this fight, except for Tails who's still mopey about losing to Honey. Not even the increased chances of getting a Chaos Emerald cheer him up. So Sonic cheers him up by saying that while he lost one fight, he's won a whole lot more, including mentioning saving Station Square from Eggman, and that he's Sonic's go-to guy. Well, it worked, and the two go back to watching the fight. Knack's not happy about the situation and orders Bean to take a dive, and he does so, but not in the way Knack intended. We also learn here that Knack was permitted to use his gun by Breezy because of his association with Eggman, but the Fanged Sniper realizes this round is just a joke. He kicks Bean in the head, which doesn't knock him out, and he orders Bean to fall unconscious. Oh hi Razor! Taking bets, aren't we? Sonic tells SBO he must be thrilled Bean's out, but the ninja had other things on his mind. They talk about how SBO snuck Knuckles into the tournament due to him being in the area. SBO also warns Sonic that Eggman's involved somehow, and not to let his guard down. The next round is between Knuckles and Amy. Amy tells him not to go easy on her, and when the fight starts, Amy suddenly gets distracted with thoughts of fighting Sonic, whether or not she would throw the fight, or knock him out, etc. Well, Amy won't have to worry about fighting Sonic as Knuckles ends her tournament career right then and there. Sonic and Tails are upset, probably because Knuckles went too far. Hey, Amy did say not to go easy on her. Well, at least Razor won against King Puff here. We cut to Amy in a hospital bed. Jeez. And Amy claims that only her pride was hurt. Sonic promises to take care of Knuckles after he deals with Honey. Before their fight begins, Honey admits that the tournament's more dangerous than she realized and says Sonic must be the one to win the Emerald. Sonic says that they still need to put on a good show, and thus Honey initiates the fight. Now, I doubt Honey can keep up with Sonic. Sonic's more than likely holding back for the sake of entertainment. Then we have a commercial with Wes Weasley presenting Chow Cola? Anyway, Honey tries the quick step trick again, only for Sonic to outmaneuver her and toss her out of the ring. Well, at least she's happy about putting on a good show. Then we get a series of commercials including Chow Boom. Heh. Wait, we're missing a certain character here. Where's the Eggman Boom Chow? Oh yeah, other commercials, including a brief view into Breezy's early life, and a gambling establishment on West Side Island. Now I would like to point out that it's supposed to be Casino Night Zone, not Casinopolis. Even Ian Flynn admitted that this was a mistake. Back to the commercials and... well, what do we have here? Hey kids! Remember Sonic Man from the infamous Sonic 06? Well, he has his own TV show now. And of course, the Chow in Space running gag that's continuing on from the games. In the locker room, Knack is readying himself to fight Knuckles, and Bark suggests screwing with his head. So their fight begins with Knack running around the arena taunting Knuckles about knocking Amy out of the ring and losing the Master Emerald again. Wait, how would he know that? So yes, Knack continues taunting Knuckles, thinking that he's a complete idiot.
Shut up!
And indeed, Knuckles makes Knack shut up by grabbing his tail, tossing him like a rag doll, and throwing him out of the ring. Also, since we're going for the Rule of 3 gag, we cut to Razor again, only this time he lost to Pearly. We then see Eggman, Orbot, and Cubot lazily watching the events and... Wait a minute, what's that on the screen right there? Let's zoom in right here, and... Is that the Lost Hex? Foreshadowing! With all the hooligans out, it's time to move to Plan B. Metal Sonic will arrive in 1 hour, and Eggman orders the hooligans to get into position. It's time for the Doctor to teach Breezy a lesson. And so we've reached the final round, Sonic vs. Knuckles. And we get this dialogue about the two briefly bragging about their previous fight. As the two begin their fight, Knack watches them via sniper rifle, with the crosshairs aimed directly at the two. So is this issue just as entertaining as the previous two? Oh yeah. Let's start with Breezy. We see how she got Casino Park, as a gift from Neo Metal Sonic. Granted, it's a trap for Sonic, but still. What's interesting here is that Breezy is attracted to Neo Metal Sonic. Again, if it turns out that she is a robot, then I'm okay with this. But if she's flesh and blood, I have to scratch my head here. We still don't know much about Breezy, and you could debate whether or not she's a robot. Take this panel right here. We have this photo of a young, homeless Breezy. And darn it, Diana, why did you make her so cute? The quality and decay of the photo might mean it's real, but there's also a chance of this being a fake. One more thing about this possible Breezy Neo Metal Sonic thing. This could be a shout out to another pairing. In the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, Breezy eventually falls in love with Robotnik Jr., the Doctor's robotic son who turned against him. Now remember, Metal Sonic is a creation of the Doctor, and as shown in the flashback, and by extension Sonic Heroes, he turned against him. Granted, Robotnik Jr. turned good, and Neo Metal Sonic wanted to prove he's better than Sonic no matter what. But still, food for thought. Moving on to tournament stuff. Here are the stages in order of comic appearance. Casino Night, which is considered Knack's stage, Dynamite Plant, which is Bean's stage in the game, Giant Wing, which is Sonic's stage, and Death Egg's Eye, Metal Sonic stage. Though admittedly I couldn't tell at first due to how it was drawn, plus Metal Sonic hasn't arrived yet. The Knack Bean fight. What can I say, it's goofy. But the audience, both reader and in-universe, can find enjoyment in seeing these two mercenaries fight each other. Sonic's fight with Honey, again in my opinion, is just for show. Sure, Sonic got caught off guard at the beginning, but afterwards he was clearly in control. You know he was holding back because he would have taken out Honey in seconds. Maybe. Speaking of Honey, I think she was serious about various parties wanting the Chaos Emerald. Though this expression might get people to debate about what kind of person Honey is. Now Sonic here shows that he really cares for his friends, trying to cheer up Tails and making sure Amy's alright after getting owned by Knuckles. Speaking of, the two fights featuring Knuckles were short for different reasons. He defeated Amy by destroying the ground, and it's only because Amy's mind was focused on how she wanted to fight Sonic. When Knuckles and Knack fought, Knack underestimated Knuckles, and it cost him dearly. Some final thoughts before I give my final score. I like all the world building in this issue, especially with commercials advertising various shows on TV. Not to mention the continuation of the world's inhabitants watching the tournament and placing bets. Makes me enjoy the new universe even more, though it's going to be awkward when I do retro reviews in the future. The final score for this issue is a 9. Yes, another one, but again, it's a fun story arc with plenty of world building, character moments, and a variety of fights. So, it's Sonic vs. Knuckles once again, while Dr. Eggman and the Hooligans prepare Plan B. How will things end? Tune in next month to find out. Until then, have a good day and be safe.